The waters off the Bahamas are a battleground in the war between sharks and dolphins. Using photographic evidence,
one species that might cause that kind of bite would be a bull shark.
Specialized bite pads,
And went through this simulated dolphin blubber like butter.
and for the first time ever, a decoy dolphin as their secret weapon. These biologists will attempt to uncover which sharks are the culprits.
That dolphin is in big trouble. They're coming right for it! Yes!
Shedding new light on these two apex predators, locked in deadly underwater combat.
Wait, they're fighting, they're fighting!
Oh, the dolphin in his mouth.
Coming right under us.
Look at the size of the thing.
A bloody battle, as old as time, is being waged beneath the waves. Shark versus dolphin. One of the front lines for this oceanic clash is located 55 miles off of Florida. Bimini is part of 700 islands that make up the Bahamas. Nearly 1/3 of dolphins here show signs of shark attack. A team of shark and dolphin researchers is here to discover what sharks are targeting these dolphins: the Atlantic spotted dolphin and the sleek gray bottlenose.
We've got dolphins on the bow. Wow, look at them ride.
Dr. Mike Heithaus is a shark specialist and a dean at Florida International University. He's joined by Dr. Valeria Paz, a dolphin expert, and local Bahama dolphin researcher, Kel Malillo-Sweeting. First part of the mission: photograph the scars to match them to the predators.
Hey Mike, did you see that notch on that dorsal fin?
Yeah, that couple notches there. Yeah, that's the kind of injury that could be caused by a shark.
Two mother calf pairs. One of them had a distinct shark bite scar. She actually got that injury as an older calf, younger juvenile. So what we're seeing now is a few years old, really well-healed scar.
She came really close, so I was able to get some really good footage.
While foraging, some dolphins occasionally break away from the pod to crater feed, turning upright, using their nose or rostrum to dig and find prey. This is when the dolphins are most vulnerable.
They have to remain vigilant because a shark could be around at any moment. We're also seeing signs of previous shark attacks. One bottlenose dolphin had both pectoral fins injured.
Here in the Bahamas, you can find more than a dozen species of sharks, but it's most likely the ones attacking dolphins are the bigger bull sharks, tiger sharks, and maybe great hammerheads. These are the top predators here. What a great snorkel. A couple mom-calf pairs, and then there was one that had a bite that looked like on the peduncle there.
Yep, maybe a shark sneaking up from behind.
Hopefully the pictures will help.
Yes.
With so many large sharks in this area, the dolphins have a lot of possible predators.
This bite is definitely on the side of the flank, so maybe it was trying to escape or evade when it turns and then it got bit.
Yeah, you see it's a pretty broad bite. One other species that might be able to do that is something like a tiger shark. They just had that big wide head compared to other sharks. And then their teeth are really different. You've got similar sized teeth in the top and bottom jaws. instead of being for puncturing, are really meant for cutting, and you've got really fairly long distances between the teeth. So that should give us some clues.
This is a bottlenose dolphin. Took this photograph right around Bimini, and you can see it has a pretty fresh injury to its back here.
That's fairly sizable.
Yeah, and it's super clean too, so not a lot of diagnostics there. And you know, one animal though that could do that around here is the bull shark. So this is a replica jaw. You can see that's a big mouth,
Yep.
but with a clean bite, a really big great hammerhead might be able to leave a mark like that. And we just need to get impressions of shark bites so we can get a sense of how they're holding and gripping and releasing the prey and what that would look like on a dolphin.
There are 10 types of hammerheads. But here in Bimini, the team sets out in search of the great hammerhead to see how it might be biting these undersea mammals. Up to 20 feet long, as large as a fully grown great white, these giants congregate in the shallows off Bimini.
These great hammerheads are huge sharks. They have speed, maneuverability, and the teeth in the upper and lower jaw are different. You get kind of cutting teeth on top and gripping teeth on the bottom. So it's possible that great hammerheads are taking out dolphin calves. And if they get one of those in their mouth, it's going to be really hard for that dolphin to get away.
Mike and Valeria want to see what great hammerhead bites look like on prey, to compare with the scars they've photographed on the dolphins. Local shark diver Neil Watson has been working with hammerheads here for more than a decade. He's going to help the team get a bite impression.
Today we're going to try and feed a whole bonito to one of the hammerheads, and the key difference is we're going to try and actually get it back. It's something unique that we don't do usually, but I think we'll be able to give it a shot.
When we're gearing up to dive with sharks, I'm really always running through worst possible cases in my head, because you've got to be prepared. I'm always thinking about, okay, if a shark's aggressive, what are we going to do? Where am I going to be relative to Valeria? What am I going to do if a shark comes around from behind? You have to be really, really vigilant whenever you're dealing with large, potentially dangerous animals.
Great hammerheads don't attack humans, but we're going to see how they feel about visitors.
The smell of fish may entice the hammerhead, but also bring in other species of sharks.
Big tiger shark, and I think I see some bull sharks coming in.
Tiger sharks and bull sharks are ambush predators, known to sneak up on their prey. So the team stays on high alert, waiting for the great hammerheads.
Those surf sharks are definitely coming to check us out. And although their jaws may seem small, once they bite onto something, they really hold on.
We have to keep this fish away from them, or we might not get it back.
Finally, the great hammerhead approaches, and her size lives up to the name.
Wow, that is a big little bull shark. Probably about 12 feet or more.
Yeah, that's a large female. Definitely big enough to eat a dolphin. This hammerhead seems interested.
Hey, Mike, tiger shark behind you.
Here she comes. Oh man, she's trying to swallow it whole. Well, there goes one bonito.
We got another hammerhead.
hammerhead to let go of that fish. Looks like the hammerhead's coming back for another go. Okay, let it go, let it go.
Yes, you got it.
Let's get this up to the boat.
What an incredible dive.
That was unbelievable. Those hammerheads. The size of that one, it must have been 12 to 14 feet maybe.
Definitely capable of taking out a spotted dolphin, maybe a bottlenose dolphin juvenile.
I'm excited to see that fish.
Well, after all that, we got one bonita head back.
Definitely scraped all the skin out.
Yeah, it's not a clean cut by any means, and bonita is not a dolphin, but I guess if that was a hammerhead biting a dolphin, we wouldn't expect something clean. It would probably be more scrapes through the tissue.
The tearing bite of the hammerhead matches the ragged scars seen on the dolphins.
That's definitely what you saw when the hammerhead was approaching the fish and it grabbed it and it kind of teared. It was not a clean cut.
No. So we didn't get tooth impressions like you might hope for, but it's some first clues. For the sharks and dolphins here off Bimini, they're pretty well-matched adversaries. The sharks, body size, strength, cutting teeth. And the dolphins live in groups. They're smart and they're super fast and maneuverable.
To observe just how intelligent dolphins are, Mike and Valeria head to the Clearwater Marine Aquarium in Florida. All of the dolphins here are injured or unable to survive in the wild and cannot be released. Animal care specialist Katie Wadilla provides daily enrichment.
Right now I'm doing what we call FaceTime, and all it is a little bit of playtime. It's offering them any interaction if they would like it. We have right here in front of you is Hope. She's currently 11 years old. She really seems to enjoy water play.
Animal care specialist Brooke Bowersox has seen the damage sharks can do firsthand.
This is PJ. You can see that she has a nice scar back there on her peduncle.
Yeah, and that looks just like a fresh bite that we see on dolphins, like the ones in Bimini. And you see that's not the only scar. There's also places where it looks like the jaws come over.
Since the scar heals so well, it's really difficult to tell what species could have made that.
Yeah, a bull, tiger, even great hammerhead, you just can't tell from that healed wound.
To avoid attacks, dolphins have an arsenal of defenses, including intelligence. With brain mass larger than any shark's, dolphins are second only to humans in brain-to-body weight ratio, making it easy for them to outsmart sharks. But they also have a secret weapon to evade predators: echolocation.
Echolocation is really kind of dolphin's superpower.
Dolphins emit sounds, and they have a part of their head that is called the melon. This area receives the sound waves and it translates to what's going on in their surroundings. It allows them to navigate without using sight.
Echolocation helps dolphins find prey or detect predators.
We're going to do an experiment to figure out how we can use echolocation, or how effective it is, but first we got to let him use all his senses. What are we going to do?
Yeah, so this is a cognitive concept called match to sample. And what we're going to do is we're going to show Nicholas this buoy, and then we're going to ask him to go across to the other side of the pool where there's 3 different sample items and ask him to select which one matches what he's seeing here. And you can see that he got it right.
You did pretty well at that last one, but now it's time to turn out the lights and just do echolocation. How does this trial work?
So what we're going to do now is we're going to place eye cups over Nicholas's eyes. And Bree is going to send him over to our right where Katie is, where he is going to echolocate on that red boat. Once he echolocates on it, he's going to travel over to where our samples are, and they have those samples underwater. So using his echolocation, he can make the correct selection.
And you see, just no hesitation, no worry about having his eyes, just echolocation straight there.
Correct.
Yeah.
And he did a good job.
See, it's incredible. So this really just shows how impressive that echolocation is. Also shows how smart they are, and that smarts and echolocation helps them survive out in the wild, including avoiding sharks.
Absolutely.
Back in the Bahamas, Mike and Valeria believe hammerheads could be responsible for some of the ragged bite scars they've photographed on dolphins. But they want to investigate another shark that may be a predator. And this one is second only to the great white in the number of attacks on humans. Tiger sharks. Growing up to 18 feet, weighing nearly a ton, they'll eat just about anything, from tigers to turtles,
No way.
to dolphins. New South Wales, Australia, off the coast of Newcastle, a tiger shark goes in for the kill. A lone dolphin is no match for the 11-foot tiger shark. It disables its tail, and the dolphin is dead in the water.
Tiger sharks are incredible predators. They also have teeth that are curved and have serrations, so they cut in both directions. So once they grab onto something, they can shake their head back and forth and cut straight through it.
And there's no better place to find tigers than Tiger Beach in the Bahamas. The team will try to get bite impressions from the tiger sharks and study the tiger's feeding style to compare that with their photos of dolphins with shark attack scars. Underwater cinematographer Duncan Brake has been diving these waters for more than a decade. Neil Watson will be using whole bonito again to get a bite impression. Immediately, the team is met with an eager group of tiger sharks.
We want to get a tiger shark to bite the bonita to examine how it uses those serrated teeth. We've got one heading in.
There's a lot of lemon sharks coming in too.
Lemon sharks don't have much sense of personal space, and they can be aggressive eaters, so let's keep the bait away from them.
The lingering smell of the bonito fish starts to catch the shark's attention. Two tigers approach.
We usually think of tiger sharks as solitary animals, but this fish has caught the interest of more than a couple.
This one's definitely interested.
Come on. Hold on. Yes.
Neil manages to hold on to part of the fish.
Let's get up to the surface.
That was incredible. Such large animals.
No shortage of sharks, and I think we're gonna need bigger bonita next time.
Yeah, these are big 3-foot bonitas, but they're kind of a one-bite meal for these tiger sharks. I was able to wrestle this piece away. I think it was kind of indicative of how they were feeding. They would grab the bait, and if they only got a little bit of it, they would let go momentarily to try and get a little bit closer, and I was able to pull it out.
And that's kind of what you see on the dolphin sometimes. It's not just always a clean bite in, but it looks like there's bite and slash, release, bite again. And that's kind of what you see here on that bonita. Right?
Yeah, that's definitely similar to the scars that Kelly showed us.
The tiger shark's slashing bite matches what the scientists saw on the dolphins.
For a shark, a dolphin is no easy meal, but it is a really rich meal. Lots of meat, lots of blubber. But the dolphins have evolved to fight back.
Once dolphins have seen a shark, it's kind of the game's up for the shark. It's not going to be successful. And the dolphins will actually kind of chase and herd sharks away. And there's one video where a juvenile great white shark approaches a group of dolphins, and one dolphin peels off and just chases that shark away. and the shark's just kind of like, forget it, it's not worth it, and it heads out. These dolphins are not just swimming snacks for sharks. Yeah, they can detect sharks and kind of hold their own.
Dolphins have one more advantage: the ability to communicate with one another.
Dolphins are definitely chatty, and they use sound to communicate, and it's really important to their everyday life.
We're observing some Atlantic spotted dolphins, and we're going to use this hydrophone, an underwater microphone, to hear the sounds through the headphones and hear their whistles, squeaks, squawks, chirps. Vocalizations are super important to dolphins to help keep track of the group, find food, possibly even alert each other to predators like sharks.
Even with echolocation and the ability to communicate, dolphins in the Bahamas are still under siege. The team concludes that the ragged scars they've seen on the dolphins could be from tiger sharks and hammerheads. But many of the scars they photographed were cleaner and more defined. Could there be a third species of shark attacking dolphins? Bull sharks have the greatest bite force of any shark relative to their body size. Could they be responsible for preying on dolphins? They prowl the shallow seas, using the sandy bottom and murky water to conceal their attack. Both dolphins and humans never see them coming until it's too late.
Here in Bimini, the bull sharks and the dolphins are often hunting in the same areas, and that can include murky waters. The bull sharks are probably mainly hunting for smaller things, but if they get a chance to grab a dolphin, they're going to take it, because that dolphin represents an incredible meal with all the fat and energy in the blubber.
The team needs a bite impression from the bull shark to compare to the dolphin scars. But this time, they'll attempt something that's never been done before. They're creating a life-size dolphin decoy. But first they need to test out the material they'll be using to make the dolphin, while also collecting more bite data.
This is basically a gelatin block that is the density of dolphin blubber. And we've turned it into a giant underwater lollipop. So what we'll do is put a little bit of fish on this to entice the shark to bite. And when they bite it, it's going to give us a jaw impression.
They head to the waters between Florida and Bimini.
This is the perfect place to come to find bull sharks. There's lots of food here, the water temperatures are right, and it's a known spot where groups of bull sharks get together.
While Mike gets the bite, Valeria will be on shark measuring duty. A laser device can pinpoint the exact length of the shark.
Bull sharks have a reputation as a more aggressive species, but they usually don't bother divers. But we do have bait on the pad here, so we've got to stay alert.
Copy that. A couple of bull sharks are coming in. I'm gonna get some measurements. They are definitely the size that would attack a dolphin.
They're interested in the fish, but they're being cautious.
They're definitely curious, just not biting.
Wait, this one's coming back around.
Watch out, your hands!
Didn't even see it. I count 3 bull sharks. They're all more than 6 feet long. I'd say they're big enough to attack a dolphin. We just need to get one to bite this pad. close.
We need a good bite and the size of the shark to compare to the bite marks of the dolphins in Bimini.
Wait a minute. I think we have another taker. I can't hold it.
That bull's coming right back around, Mike.
Get the lasers ready.
Yes, we got it.
Look at that. Ah, this is incredible. You can see the width of that bite. It just bit on and went through this simulated dolphin blubber like butter. So you can see why dolphins just lose big chunks if a big shark gets a hold of them. And that one we got a really nice laser hit on, so we'll know exactly how big the bull shark was that did that. And we got a bonus. The shark left a tooth behind. They lose so many teeth in their lives, they're constantly shedding, so a loose tooth, even in dolphin blubber, can get stuck. Usually we're not so lucky to have them left behind. A nice bite width there on a real world situation, so this is exactly what we wanted. I am psyched.
The bite pad reveals that the ragged bite marks from the photos were probably not caused by the bull shark. The precise incision on the pad could mean bull sharks are the ones leaving the cleaner scars. But there's another way to find out whether these bull sharks have attacked the underwater mammals.
Right now we're gonna try and catch a bull shark. We've got a piece of bonita on a small circle hook, so we can throw it to the bull shark that we want, catch it, get it up, and see if it's eaten a dolphin.
In sharks, the reproductive and digestive systems come together at a common area called the cloaca. So the team will take a sample from this area.
So here's the swab kit. We're going to be using the cotton swabs to get fecal matter from the bull shark, and that will tell us a little bit about what they have been eating. That is going to be really useful to see if we see any dolphin DNA in this fecal matter.
First, we have to catch them. Handling sharks can be really dangerous if you're not careful, and that's especially true for bull sharks. They got that big mouth, sharp teeth, but the tail's incredibly powerful. So you've got to always be aware of your surroundings and work together as a team. There we go. Okay, there's the bull shark right below us.
See ya?
They're right next to it. Yeah, it's on it, it's on it, it's on it.
Oh, nice.
Okay, now I need everybody to be beyond careful right now.
Yep.
Right down there. It's a good size one for sure. Watch your feet, watch your feet. That is a big bull shark.
Oh, it's a big one.
Fresh shark. The trick now is to hold on as much as you can. That is definitely big enough to attack a dolphin, no question. Okay, get ready. I'll start back further, try and bring it around. Well, we're trying to get a tail rope on it so we can not.
I got you, I got you, I got
Good.
you.
Slow, slow, slow. You're good, you're good, you're good, you're good. Nice and easy. Oh, close. Okay. Excellent. Okay.
Yeah.
Good job. Okay, now we've got control of the animal. So now, Lead that off a little bit lower, so its tail's kind of in. Good.
Yep.
But just as they're about to tie the shark off,
Oh no, look out, clear. Look out. Careful. No, do not grab this. It popped, the monofilament.
they've lost control of the most dangerous part of the shark, its jaws.
Back off. Ah! No, do not grab this. It popped. We had the shark actually drop when there was a swell and it popped the monofilament, so we're just gonna do a quick repair on the fly so we have control of the animal here. I need another roundy. I'm gonna tie onto this and get the crimping tool.
I got it.
We gotta write down the lengths. Mark that. 216.5.
216.5.
52.
That's about 8.5 foot bull shark. Definitely big enough to go after a dolphin. Okay, get the cloacal swab.
Yep. We are going to be opening up the swab kit and making sure that everything's set up for the cloacal swab. Make sure that this is up so it's out of the water.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, that's a great job. That's perfect.
Here we have the vial. We're going to go ahead and place it in here and make sure to label it, and we'll send it out to the lab to find out what sharks have been eating.
Okay, we can release anytime.
Releasing an angry shark is even more dangerous than catching it. The crew has to be careful not to get caught in the lines as it thrashes.
Look out! Okay, hang on. Are we ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Free. Good job. Oh, that was great. I got that shark up, tag in, cloacal swab done, and a great release. The cloacal swab showed us that these bull sharks hadn't eaten a dolphin recently, but that doesn't mean they're not dolphin predators. It just means they're not eating them all the time.
The cloacal swab was inconclusive, but the bite pad shows that bull sharks could be the ones making the clean bites seen in the photos. Mike and team are now ready to deploy their nearly 200-pound secret weapon. They want to get an even more realistic view of what a bull shark bite would look like on a real dolphin.
This is Gooey, our dolphin model, and Gooey was made out of non-toxic gelatin. We wanted to make sure that if a shark gets a mouthful of Gooey, it's completely harmless to the shark. Gooey was made so that the consistency is exactly like that of dolphin blubber, and it's pretty much the same size as an Atlantic spotted dolphin in Bimini or a juvenile bottlenose.
This is the first time a dolphin decoy made of non-toxic materials will be used in shark research.
The bite pads were a great first step, but they're just kind of a fairly narrow pad. And so a shark might bite that very differently than something that's shaped like a dolphin. It's rounded and in some places is so big that it's kind of like trying to palm a ball that's too big for a shark trying to bite it. So we have created something completely unique, a gelatin dolphin.
It's sink or swim time for Gooey. The team takes her to an area known for bull sharks. They're joined by underwater cameraman Sean Havis, who will capture this first in shark research.
As soon as Sean and I are in, let's get Gooey in right next to us.
I'll be looking at you guys for directions. Once I put it in, if you need me to give it some light.
We'll let you know, but hopefully Gooey will do its job.
We're strapping the camera onto Gooey to get a better angle. We're positioning it so it faces the peduncle area where we think sharks may be more enticed to bite. Mike, should we deploy Gooey?
Ready for Gooey.
Copy, we'll deploy. You got it, Mike.
Deploying this enormous dolphin decoy takes teamwork.
Kirk, look at the camera. Make sure that it's in the right angle when it's deployed. Lucas, make sure that the pectoral fins are not getting stuck by the ladder. And let's do this. All right, please clear the deck. 1, 2,
All right.
Mike, what are you seeing down there?
Well, right now it's pretty lonely, just hanging out with Decoy, no sharks yet, so hopefully we get some pictures soon.
Gooey right now is doing a natural behavior. This is called logging. Logging is when they're resting and they may be more vulnerable during this behavior.
Oh, we got Decoy exactly where we need it to be. It looks so real.
Gooey is of similar size of those dolphins that we saw in Bimini. Although her colorations are a lot different, the silhouette from below mimics that of a real dolphin.
Sharks are attracted to contrast. They may not see color, but this silhouette should lure them in. If one attacks, Mike will not only get a bite impression, but the exact size of the shark. They'll be able to record if smaller juvenile sharks might attack a dolphin, or is it mostly the larger mature sharks?
The idea is we want to get a weight on the shark that attacks Decoy, so we know not just what species grabbed the model, but how big it was.
The bull sharks arrive. And it's time to put Gooey to the test. Will she be a trick or treat for the bulls?
These are big bull sharks. They are definitely a threat to the dolphins. We've got 4 sharks. They're circling, but we're not seeing a whole lot of interest right now. Try giving Gooey some motion.
Copy, Mike. We'll give it some movement. Kirk, can you please give it some motion?
Yeah, still not interested. That's not terribly surprising. Bull sharks probably only very, very occasionally attack dolphins that they see. She looks like a dolphin and moves like a dolphin. Maybe we need to add some smell.
Sharks have an incredible sense of smell. They can smell a couple drops of blood in a swimming pool worth of water. So that means that if there's a good scent trail, they can follow it for miles.
One is starting to move toward it. Come on. No. Okay. We may have to do a bit more than this. We're going to come up and think about what our next steps are to try to get a bite here on this model.
Copy that. Let's pull her in. So we're bringing Gooey in. Her silhouette looked really good underwater, but sharks use multiple senses to detect prey. So we're going to add a little something to see if we can entice them to bite Gooey. 1, 2, 3, pull.
The team has one more trick up their sleeves to try and get a shark to bite Gooey.
Gooey almost looks real when you're far enough below. We had the sharks around, but they didn't really show any interest in the dolphin.
We know sharks don't bite every single dolphin, so we need to add something to entice them.
What I think we should do is strap a bit of bait down here, and then when the sharks come in at the bait, they try to grab the bait and they're going to grab Gooey as well, right in an area where we see bites on a lot of wild dolphins.
The team attaches bait to the area where they've seen many bite scars, the peduncle, to see if a bite here will match what they've seen on the wild dolphins.
The peduncle is a really strong muscle at the tail end of the dolphin, and it allows them to move their tail really fast. It allows them to maneuver and get to great speeds.
The peduncle is where the dolphin's power is for swimming. So if it gets a serious enough injury, or if the spinal cord is severed or damaged, then that dolphin might become incapacitated, giving the shark a second chance to come in for the kill.
Echolocation and vision, most of that for the dolphin is directed forward. So coming from below and behind is the easiest way to sneak up and make that ambush attack. As the sharks come in to get a bit of food, they're going to bite the dolphin model. And we'll get those really nice tooth impressions once they've bitten in.
Definitely, and adding the bait, the extra sense of smell would really entice the shark to bite Gooey.
Ready?
Let's do this.
Gooey not only looks good, she smells good too.
Got one coming in. A shark coming up from this angle, from below and behind. That dolphin is in big trouble. They're definitely showing more interest now that there's some fish on Gooey.
It's coming in close. We definitely have their attention.
They're coming right for us. Look at that. Yes, that is exactly what we wanted. Okay, let go now, please. Man, that bull shark just nailed Gooey.
Whoa, look at that.
It's incredible, isn't it? You can see where each tooth just traces through, and even the serrations on the teeth.
This could have definitely been fatal.
Oh yeah, it almost nicks the spine. There's too much vital there. This dolphin would have bled out, and the shark could have come back later to finish it off.
Good job, Gooey. Let's put it up.
It's pretty incredible just how much that shark got out of Gooey. I mean, that was probably 20 pounds of gelatin. That was a stunning success. It actually simulated real life more than we would have thought, because Gooey was kind of listening to the side, and if a dolphin sees a shark coming, it's going to turn its back to it to try to maneuver away. And so the shark came straight from the bottom up and bit here. It would have gone right next to the spine, and you can see a nice clean cut. So an 8.5 foot bull shark, no problem killing a dolphin. Gooey really taught us a lot. From just one bite, we were able to see that even with this big round object, a bull shark leaves a clean bite, not a ragged one. With the 3D scan, we're able to see how each tooth moved through, and that these bull sharks are leaving clean bites even on big round dolphins. And it really showed us that it's going to take a big adult bull shark to take down a dolphin. Evolution tends to hone behaviors that make predators super efficient and prey good at getting away. For dolphins, if they aren't paying attention and good at avoiding predators, they're not going to leave many calves in the next generation. And so that arms race between predator and prey is going to continue for sharks and dolphins.
The evidence collected with the bite pads and dolphin decoy suggests that hammerheads, tiger sharks, and bull sharks could all be responsible for the bites seen on dolphins here. And still, the battle of the Bahamas between some of the best designed and most intelligent species in the ocean rages on.
The fact that there are so many sharks and so many dolphins in the Bahamas might be a really good sign for the health of the oceans here. You have food all year round, mates all year round, and even when a dolphin gets bit by a shark, if it's lucky enough to get away, it's healthy enough to survive that attack.
This clash between the predators, there's no winners or losers. It's just the opportunity to catch a prey.
We have great hammerheads, we have tiger sharks, we have bull sharks, all in this one spot, and there are dolphins there too. And this battle between sharks and dolphins in the Bahamas isn't going to end.